We just ranked the top 10 ACHA D1 hockey programs in the past 5 years, so stick around to watch what the rankings are. What's going on, guys? For those of you who don't know me, my name is 𝗵𝗂𝗶𝗴 and I'm the CEO and founder of Advancement Hockey Advising, where we help advance players to the next level. So we're going to dive into these rankings here in about 20 seconds, but real quick, just announcing the metrics here. So the three main metrics we're going to use are number one, and the most important, the overall team record. Number two, the number of national championships won. And number three, the number of conference championships won. Quick note that we've adjusted the numbers a little bit for the pandemic years. And also we're not going to be using advancement data to pro just because of the ACHA D1 level. That's not really the main driver to advance to pro. Some players do, but a lot just go into the workforce afterwards. All right, now kicking the rankings off at number 10 here, we have Maryville University. So their record in the past 5 years was basically 93 wins, 59 losses, and 3 ties. In terms of national championship appearances, they have never won a national championship. They have 0 runner-ups, and they never made a Final Four appearance either. And when it comes to conference championships, they haven't won a single one either. So overall, at the number 10 of our list here, we see that there hasn't really been many championships. The record is good overall, and as we progress through the list here, we're going to see the number of championships is going to start to increase more and more. All right, I'm moving on to number 9 on our list here, and that is the University of Jamestown. So their record in the past 5 years was 97 wins, 59 losses, and 11 ties. So very similar, just slightly better than Maryville, but overall very, very similar. In terms of national championships, we have 0, runner-ups 0, and then a Final Four 0 as well. And then also when it comes to conference championships, that's where they have a slight edge over Maryville. They've won 2 in the past 5 years. Number 8 on our list here, we have the Indiana University of Pennsylvania, with their record in the past 5 years being 91 wins, 39 losses, and 0 ties. In terms of their national record, they're all at 0 as well. They've never made a Final Four appearance or anything like that. And then in terms of their conference record, they've actually won 3 conference championships in the past 5 years. So quite impressive at that level, but still not at the national level. As we start to creep up more and more now, we're going to see more national level appearances. Moving on to number 7, we have Ohio University, which is a very well-known university throughout North America. So their record in the past 5 years, we have 94 wins, 65 losses, and 1 tie. So the record's slightly not as good as the Indiana one, but overall, we're going to see why it compensates a little bit, why they're higher on the list. So their national championship record, so they've never won a national championship, they've never been a runner-up, but they've made 2 Final Four appearances, and they've won a conference championship. So overall, that's why we're ranking them at number 7, just because they were competitive, at least in the last 5 years, at the national level. These two could kind of go neck and neck, but overall, we decided to rank Ohio just a little bit higher. Number 6 on our list, we have Indiana Tech University. Their record in the past 5 years was 125 wins, so quite a few wins here compared to the other programs. We have 41 losses and 0 ties. In terms of national championships, 0 national championships, 0 runner-ups, 1 Final Four appearance, and then 3 conference championships. So overall, these guys have been quite competitive the past 5 years, and their record is stellar, which is why I'm giving them the edge over Ohio here. Moving on to number 5 on our list here, we have Liberty University, which is a very well-known ACHA D1 program. Their record in the past 5 years has been 106 wins, 44 losses, and 0 ties, so similar to the previous program. But overall, the national level, they've had 0 national championships, 0 runner-ups, but 2 Final Four appearances. So they've managed to get there twice compared to the previous program that only got there once. Conference championships, they've won actually 0, which is something to keep in mind. But overall, with their record, with the Final Four appearances being 2, we decided to lump these guys at number 5, and they have a great reputation at the ACHA D1 level. All right, number 4 on our list here, it's a name that a lot of you will recognize, and that is UNLV, or University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Now, why you guys will probably recognize these guys is that, fun fact, they actually ended up beating Denver in an exhibition game this maybe a couple months ago at the time of filming this. So it's kind of crazy that they beat an NCAA D1 team. One thing to keep in mind is that these guys are pushing to go to the NCAA D1 level in the next couple of years. We'll see if that happens or not, but overall, it was a huge embarrassment for the NCAA D1 Collegiate Association altogether. I think these guys have a great team, and their record and their championships tend to show it. So going down the record in the past 5 years, we have 97 wins, 34 losses, and 0 ties. So pretty good record overall. They have not won a national championship in the past 5 years. However, they've been at the runner-up position at least once. And then Final Four, they've made an appearance once as well. And overall, they've won 2 conference championships. So very well-decorated team here, slotted at number 4. Number 3 on our list, University of Central Oklahoma. Record in the past 5 years has been 105 wins, 30 losses, and 0 ties. So a very good record. Overall, at the national level, they've won 0 championships, but they've been runner-up once, and they've been a Final Four appearance once as well. Very similar to UNLV. In terms of conference championships, they've won 2. So honestly, very, very similar to UNLV. These guys are kind of neck and neck. We just kind of give the edge to the record here for Central Oklahoma. All right, now moving on to number 2 and then number 1 afterwards. Both of these programs have been absolute powerhouses at the ACHA D1 level. Number 2 here is Minot State University. Their record in the past 5 years has been 151 wins, 21 losses, and 1 tie. Phenomenal record when you think about it. They've won 1 national championship, they've been a runner-up once, and they've made a Final Four appearance twice, and then they've had 4 conference championships overall. So very, very successful, decorated team when you think about it. And moving on to number 1 here, and it probably comes as no surprise, they're phenomenal at the ACHA D1 level, D2 level, they're phenomenal at the NCAA D3 level, and that is Adrian College, a phenomenal program at the D1 level, always dominant. So their record in the past 5 years is 153 wins, 17 losses, and 2 ties. Insane record if you really sit down to think about it. Their national championships, so they won 2 national championships, they've been the runner-up once, and they've made a Final Four appearance 4 times. So that's actually insane to think about. Also, conference championships, they've won 5. So in the past 5 years, they've won every conference championship. So phenomenal championship record. Overall, Adrian is the absolute powerhouse and best when it comes to the ACHA D1 level. So I do want to mention some honorable mentions here. The first one being Lindenwood, which obviously is playing NCAA D1 now, but back in the 2021-22 season, they won the national championship, and they've been they were dominant for the 5 years before that. So they were an incredible program that moved on to the D1 level a few years back. The second one is University of Mary. They're a relatively new program, but they've really excelled at the ACHA D1 level since the last few years that they were in existence. Definitely a program to keep an eye on in the future. The next one is University of New Hampshire. They do have an NCAA D1 program, but their ACHA D1 program is quite good. The one after that is University of Pittsburgh. We have University of Arizona, that's quite good. We have Niagara University, that's also quite good. We have Calvin University, we have Purdue Northwest University, we have Illinois State University, and then we have Grand Valley State University. All these programs over here that I mentioned, honorable mentions, and the ones on the rankings are all top-notch ACHA D1 programs that are worth going to. Below that, it depends on the program, but overall, the top 20 in ACHA D1 have always been good programs that can compete against a lot of NCAA D3 programs as well. Now, those are the rankings right there. I'm gonna do a quick recap of the top 10 ACHA D1 hockey programs for the past 5 years. Number 10, Maryville University. Number 9, University of Jamestown. Number 8, Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Number 7, Ohio University. Number 6, Indiana Tech University. Number 5, Liberty University. Number 4, UNLV. Number 3, University of Central Oklahoma. Number 2, Minot State University, and then number 1, Adrian College. And that is it, my friends. If you got some value out of it and you haven't already, absolutely destroy that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, leave us a comment down below if you have anything you want to ask us. And with that being said, my friends, thank you so much for watching. We will catch up on that next one.